Previously, we saw that we needed a way to prevent the one contactor being energized while the other was energized. To do this, we wire a normally closed auxiliary contact of the one contactor in series with the coil of the other contactor. We call these interlocks. Let's watch as Thandi Maseku from CTC explains.
In the last video that we had a problem that when the forward contactor is engaged, I can at the same time engage the reverse contactor. So now we're going to use auxiliaries now as interlocks to keep one or each of the contactor out when the other one is engaged. So we're going to use the reverse auxiliary, which is a normally closed, to keep the coil of the reverse contactor out when the forward is engaged. So what's going to happen now, remember, normally closed is normally in a de-energized state, it is closed. So if I take the coil of this and I break using the normally closed, it will still work even though my contactor is not, even though this contactor is not energized. My normally open will normally, or normally closed will normally stay closed. But the minute I energize this coil, I will be opening this normally closed, which will be cutting power to the coil of the reverse. So it will not matter what I do to my controls, the reverse coil will not be energized because its control, it's basically going to be now cut by the normally closed. In order for us to get that going, we're going to again start from the reverse. I'm going to go into the contactor. So we're breaking the coil circuit. So we're using the normally closed. So I'm going to take the coil out of the reverse, bring it nice underneath and pull it. And now I am feeding it into the normally closed of my forward contactor. I will complete this circuit by connecting to the normally closed of my forward. Completing this circuit now to enable the coil. Let me come here. Okay. Now with that done, I'm going to do the same thing now with the forward coil into the reverse. So I disable my forward coil and I break its circuit into the normally closed of my reverse. I'm gonna then go out of the normally closed into the coil of my forward. So what we've wired in now is the auxiliary contacts that we're going to be using as interlock. When this coil is energized, this normally closed is going to open. When this normally closed is open, this coil should not be able to energize. Now I've already restored power to my circuit, and as you can see, everything remains the same. So I'm going to start with the reverse contactor again. The reverse contactor is energized, my motor is running. Now initially when I press the forward button in this position, I will have a problem with the power tripping. So if this is wired right, nothing should happen. As you can see, I've engaged my start forward and nothing is happening, because using the auxiliary and with my contactor energized, this normally close is now open, and because it is open, it has opened the coil of my forward start or forward circuit, which is not gonna start. So now I need to stop for me to be able to engage forward. And as you can see, direction remains the same, it's not affected. Now I'm gonna go into the forward. The forward contactor is energized. I'm pushing in my reverse start, nothing is happening because my reverse coil is disengaged using the normally close, and the motor continues running. It will only stop if I press my stop button. Now, in the series of videos that you've had, you have seen auxiliaries being used for different outputs in different places, but it's only the same auxiliaries. We've only got a normally close and we've got a normally open. It depends on what is it that you want the circuit to do. But as it has been seen now, the auxiliaries now are used as a means to ensure that we've supplied safety to our controls. So we're using the very auxiliaries as controls. We're using them here as preventative measures to make sure that we keep each contactor out of the circuit all the time. And that is the beauty of auxiliaries. It depends on where you use them. They can do a different function at a different place. It depends on how you apply them.
Let's complete our control circuit diagram now by adding in our reverse and forward interlocks. These are normally closed auxiliary contacts. Remember to label these as either F or R to indicate to which contactor they belong.